Okay, so here I am now inside the car, and I'm going to start it up. So I'm just going to make sure it's out of gear, which it definitely is. And here goes nothing. So there it is. You see it? You hear it? And the car's got, a nice perfect idle. I drove the car all the way out here from Boston, so that was a good 50 miles. And aside from the fact that the brakes are shot, the suspension is not in good shape, both of which led to a pretty scary ride. I mean, the engine and transmission performed flawlessly, so get running there. And actually, while I'm still here, while I still have this running, I'm just gonna get a shot of the odometer. As you can see here, the engine has 188,790 miles on it. Well, the whole car does. And some people might be, might worry about buying an engine with that kind of high mileage on it. Personally, I wouldn't, and here's why. I've been around these Subaru EJ series engines now for just a hair under 3 years. The first one was the maroon car there, then there was Hillary's car, and then there's the Impreza, which is a little further back in the driveway here. And for reference, I bought the maroon car there with 204,000 miles on it. Right now it has 267. Doesn't burn any oil. Runs perfectly. In fact, it doesn't even sound quite as good as this engine. This engine even sounds a little better. But, see, and then Hillary's car has, I think about 205 on it right now. She bought it with about this many miles on it, roughly 188, 190, right around there. So she's put about 15 to 20,000 miles on her car. And then the Impreza, I just bought that in July with 240,000 on it, and it's running fantastic. So, I mean, these cars, they really do run basically forever. The engines are fantastic. Engines usually outlast the bodies, but aside from Hillary's car, this car, the Impreza, and the Maroon Legacy there, they all, they're just they're not rust free, but they have uncommonly low rust for being Northeastern cars. Of course, the Maroon one and this one were out in Colorado for probably most of their lives, so that explains these two. The Impreza, I know for a fact, was a New England car, so I can't figure out why there's no rust on it, but sometimes it's best not to question these things. As you can see, the engine is running just fine. I'm just going to rev it just a little bit here. So, probably needs the idle control valve cleaned a bit. Like I said, it runs pretty fantastic. That rattling you're hearing is actually an exhaust heat shield. These cars pretty much all do it, although this car does have a really good exhaust system. I'm actually probably going to transfer the whole exhaust system over to the Maroon Legacy because it's in such good shape. Right now I'm not 100% certain why the idle is so low, but as you can see, it wasn't doing that before I hit the gas, and now it is starting to correct itself, so it's probably just the idle control. I forget exactly what the part is called, but probably is just a little dirty in there. Yeah, it's holding steady again, so anyhow, that's what it is. this is the engine, and I'm very close now to taking the car apart. So I hope I didn't bore you to death, and well, that's pretty much it.